Beyond the gambling lambs, past the modules of fluffy fibre and lush pastures laden with cattle, a precious sight emerges by the roadside.
I'm driving between Wagga and Forbes and I've just stopped on the side of the road to take a picture and look out at this beautiful view, look at the canola.
It's a tourist.
We've had some rain overnight and the air's really clear and clean, and so it just makes for a picture-perfect view.
Taking a simple selfie has come to symbolise a golden opportunity. It's spring in the New South Wales Riverina, and not only are these crops contributing to agricultural production, they're drawing tourists to the region as well.
It's really exciting. It's been a really good year. We're hearing businesses say that people are here along the canola trail, accommodation is booked out, we've got product that's really exciting.
Laura Munro is a Tourism and Business Development Officer at the Sullivan Shire, which for the past 8 or 9 years has joined neighbouring Temora and Junee councils to promote the region in bloom.
Our 3 regions produce about 1/3 of New South Wales canola. And the one thing that connects us during spring is canola. And that flowers, and it's very stunning during flowering season. Our crops, it's a patchwork of green and yellow throughout the spring.
Each council's chipped in $6,000, with local businesses also invited to join. This year, they've funded a marketing campaign that's called Hello Yellow, Journey to Joy. Laura says the campaign is working, with most tourists typically travelling from Sydney, some from Melbourne, both about a 5-hour drive away. Others are visiting from Canberra, a couple of hours closer. The council's data shows a typical visitor spends about $100 per day when visiting the region.
The canola is just the one thing that connects the 3 shires, but once you're here, there's a lot of product and places to visit. There's farm stays, there's flower picking, there's all sorts of on-farm experiences that people can do while they're here.
And then there's the hospitality.
We won't be long.
1 minute. And cut all that.
Joining the campaign for the first time this year are cousins Craig Patterson and Ryan Bartholomew, who recently opened the Sullivan Hotel after an almost 5-year restoration project.
There's not too many people come out and photograph a wheat crop, for example.
Yeah.
But this is it's just a vivid thing that has been sold really well, and people want to be photographed in it.
The only pretty colour in a farming sense is the bright yellow of canola, so they're not going to market a wheat crop, it's boring green.
So given this region is better known for its farming than just about anything else, have the publicans got a sense of whether the locals think it odd that outsiders might want to celebrate something as commonplace as a winter crop?
I don't know if you'll cut this, but I don't think the farmers really care about that.
They're worried about whether it's $700, $800 or $1,000.
You know what I mean?
And that's their...
And the comment is, they got enough to go around again, you know. Don't they?
Within moments of entering the front bar, it appears the campaign is resonating.
We came up here basically to see the canola run.
Russell and Kerry Page recently moved from Sydney to Mossvale in the state's Southern Highlands. When they saw the canola campaign in a magazine, they decided to take a midweek break and check it out for themselves.
It's just a lovely... I'm not trying to sell the place, but it's a lovely place. It's just beautiful. You know, the streets are wide. You know, there's no, coming from where we come from, there's no traffic and all that sort of stuff. It's a nice place. It was the canola that attracted us again. It's just spectacular.
It was lovely to see the canola and the green of the other crops that they've planted. The green and the gold just sort of set each other off. And yeah, it was just beautiful. I think even people that aren't country orientated, you know, it's worth a trip to stay in a lovely...
Yeah.
To see the canola, it's breathtaking when you come around a bend and it's just bright gold.
Better still might be the view from a hot air balloon. A calm morning making near-perfect conditions for takeoff. Farm stays, cellar doors, even hot air balloon rides over canola fields. The value of agri-tourism in Australia is growing by 5% every year and is expected to be worth more than $18 billion by 2030. This balloon is taking flight near Nick and Amber Heffernan's farm stay, a recently renovated grain silo just outside of Junee.
You know, the idea of letting others see what we see every day on the farm and out across the valleys here, we thought it'd be nice to share it. We wanted to do that, and I guess I was a little bit sick of shoveling out the flat-bottom grain silo on this hill.
Nick's a fifth-generation farmer who spent most of the past 3 decades focusing on raising sheep and crops on this very property.
Get back! Back!
He says the farming comes first, but the chance to work with Amber, offering accommodation and farm tours, has been a welcome addition.
We've got 3 generations living on the farm now, so we just had to have another income stream, I suppose, with, you know, rising prices of agricultural land. It was hard for us to see that we'd be able to invest in more farmland for our son and for the future, so we just thought this is something else we could do, something to diversify, and we just didn't want to push the land like we've been doing in the past. We wanted to sort of let it back off, maybe have a few less sheep, but also, you know, still sustain us as a family, but just to be able to take the pressure off us through droughts so that we're not watching the paddocks blow away was important for us.
Hosting the public can be stressful, but the couple says it's become an opportunity to explain why and how they farm the way they do.
Every person that comes here, we're always worried. Is a ewe struggling with its lambing? Are they going to be worried and panicked about that? Or, you know, even driving here and seeing wildlife hit on the road or anything like that, it's sort of, you always worry about things like that. But overall, I think the way that people have responded to everything has been really positive, and it's sort of taken that panic of opening the gate.
So would you rather deal with sheep all day or the touring public?
Oh, we're enjoying the touring public at the moment. It's a real novelty. It's a lovely change, to be honest. You know, not usually dealing with people that much in the past. I suppose the sheep and my dogs are who I get to talk to throughout the day, so it's a really nice change. It's lovely actually just to be doing something different and showing other people what we do. And
I think the combination of both is really nice, to watch them come together, people who have never experienced it or never been close to livestock or close to wildlife, to come in and to have them be in awe of everything that you see every day. It's pretty special. It kind of makes you look at your own space slightly differently too.
In this part of the world, the agri-tourism offerings are not only about big open skies. The Junee licorice and chocolate factory started when organic farmers the Druce family were looking for a site to mill their wheat. This abandoned mill, made with bricks and tin, provided a solution. And in the 1990s, the business went a step further, turning the wheat and spelt flour into licorice.
So 30% of an organic licorice is flour, so it's the second biggest ingredient besides molasses. And yeah, it's something that people don't really know the origin of licorice.
A decision was made to open the facility to the public in 2002. And marketing manager Rhiannon Druce says it's paid off.
And it is one of those funny things, early days, Dad probably didn't realise the power of tourism or the capturing of the imagination of seeing a working factory. A lot of things these days are behind closed doors. You don't really understand the paddock to plate concept or how it is produced and manufactured.
It now attracts a staggering 300,000 visitors each year. Less than 2 hours drive west into irrigation country, A different type of agri-tourism takes shape in the form of the cotton ginning, barley malting, whisky tasting, accommodation providing Whitten Malthouse. It all started when 4 farming families decided they wanted their cotton processed closer to home, and Southern Cotton was born.
Roger, how are you?
Pleased to meet you, Kath. You know, this year we'll produce, it'll be about 1 million bales of cotton comes out of the south here, out of this southern region.
Roger Cummins is one of the company's directors, passionate about farming and sharing its story.
We built it for the tourism industry because the way we set up the cotton gin, typically we'd gone through cotton gins before. So we'll see those arms, we'll come down and pick it up. You never got the opportunity to go out there because of the OH&S issues. You can't go onto the floor, that's just not allowed. So you don't get to see the machinery up close. Along this line and down to the seed shed.
Given some of the farming families were already malting barley for a nearby distillery,
that malt gets sent off to the boutique breweries or whisky distillers.
a whisky tasting bar was added, and meals, an event space, accommodation, and soon a campground. Roger admits dealing with strangers can be a challenge, but says it's simply part and parcel of doing business.
This is a way of being involved with lots of different people, you know, at all levels, and I do really enjoy coming here and talking to the people that come and visit. One, to talk about the region and all of the good things that happen here, but two, you get the opportunity to find out what they're doing as well.
And at the end of the day, there's always a whisky waiting.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers. Thanks for coming to the Whitten Malthouse.
I'll be back.
Smooth, isn't it?
Really
you're obviously not a whiskey drinker.
Got a bit of practice ahead of me, I
think.
think.
I think so.